Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA, made with love by Clover.
First of all, welcome back, Teresa.
Thank
I
you.
absolutely love when you're here because we always do things that are really awesome, and like comfort food is your vibe, is your lane. Something really delicious, maybe at this time of the year, like an all beef stew kind of goes down well. In fact, with so many delicious winter veggies, you can also put a spin on that, make something a little bit different for your family, like these Clover Classic Fat Spread Curried Butternut Rotis. Rotis, however you say it, they are amazing. So we're going to create a beautiful relationship with food here. That's what it's all about. And Teresa has helped me on my food journey with understanding food. And I know we completely generalize, and every person's relationship with food is completely different. So please, what we are talking about doesn't necessarily have to apply to you. And we are not belittling what anyone goes through on a daily basis. I've had my own struggles with nutrition on the way that I kind of see food and living healthy, and I'd kind of gotten to the point where I didn't think that you could enjoy food and eat healthily at the same time, but that has changed dramatically, and this gives us a way of taking something that is incredibly healthy and just turning it into something that, yes, it's nutritious, it's healthy, it's wholesome, it's ultimately great comfort food that you don't have to be completely guilty about.
Exactly, it promotes that healthy relationship with food, and we really should all be trying to work towards that.
I love it, and my mouth is watering, and I'm loving the fact that we're kind of pushing the boat out a little bit with something that's delicious but quite easy to make.
Absolutely.
So what are we making, and how does it all come together?
Right, so we're going to be making our rotis from scratch, just 4 ingredients.
Okay.
Super easy, and then we'll be cooking those and then making a curried butternut filling.
Love that. So meat-free, it's not a Monday, but we can go, and that's something I do struggle with. So creating delicious meat-free dishes is something that's really important for me. I've got to kind of recondition my own sense of that. Okay, so let's get cracking.
Okay, so we've got some flour in the bowl. We're going to add some salt.
Okay.
I'm going to add the Clover Classic Fat Spread, so about 2 tablespoons.
And I mean, you're going to get a lovely kind of a buttery texture with your roti. You want that. It's got to be kind of part crackly, but it's got to have the right kind of texture. I mean, these look spectacular.
You want them to be quite soft. I think that's the main thing. So add your water in. And a lot of people like to use warm water because that apparently makes the roti softer.
Oh, really? Okay.
So a little tip there.
That's one little hack.
So mix it together. And then what you want to do is, once it starts coming together, is actually get in there with your hands and start kneading it.
Start working it through, cool. Which we're not going to do.
That's all coming together. We do have a ready-made one. So
gorgeous. So the keyword here is Clover to 33728 if you'd like us to send this beautiful, quite spicy ingredients list directly to you. Okay.
So use some flour to dust your work surface. And now we've let this rest.
Yeah, I was going to ask, how long does it need to prove when creating something like this? Because obviously it's not a bread that you're looking to rise or whatever, but you still need it to...
About 10 to 15 minutes will do the trick. Just to let the gluten relax, and it's also going to give you a softer roti. And then you want to try and get a circle as best you can. And the way I do that is just to move the dough while I'm rolling it.
Around, rotating
and doing it from different angles. Let's add a bit more flour. And you want to aim for the thickness of a pancake, more or less. Okay. So rather go thinner than thicker.
Okay.
But not too thin.
A little goes a long way. You know, this is something, because it's slightly healthier, you can do it every day. And what I love about the Clover Classic Fat Spread, an ideal everyday spread with a touch of clover cream as well, great source of 10 vitamins. So it's all about getting as much nutrition in as well. Spread it, bake it, cook it, whatever your family's needs are. You can use it in a number of different ways. Great taste as well, great to spread. But when you're using it as an additive for cooking, I think that's where it really comes to bear for me. And you'll see in the end result with these little rotis, quite spectacular. Just a tip though, keep it refrigerated and store it in an odor-free environment, because it will pick up odors if you're going to keep it next to the onion. Don't do that, just don't do it. And because it's so fresh, obviously you need to use it. Once you've opened it, use it within 30 days, but hopefully that's logic.
There we go. So I've rolled that out. Okay, so I'm going to pop it into our hot pan over here.
Yay.
So we'll let that cook.
How hot should the pan be? How long does it need to...
You want to have it quite hot, and you're going to wait for the bubbles on top of the roti, and then you can flip it over, cook it through. You can flip it a couple of times. but you do want it to puff up.
You need, because you're going to know that texture, and you kind of need it to have some crispy bits, but you need it to have a soft, wonderful texture as well. So it's having a balance of those two things. It also needs to look awesome, and that's already starting to get there. That's like a proper roti. We made a roti. That is so awesome. That is really cool.
So I'm going to start on the filling in the meantime. So I'm going to pop some more of the fat spread into the pan. Over there. Okay.
This is, I think, a great way to think about your curries. It doesn't always have to be a heavy, protein-driven curry.
No, not at all.
Because you've got such beautiful, strong flavors, you can also, take it in the root of the vegetable. Lentils. Obviously, butternut is a beautiful substitute for meat.
Right, so we've got the onion in there, some garlic, some fresh chili, and then we're going to add some garam masala, and some cinnamon and bay leaves. So lots of spice.
And I'm glad you're adding the cinnamon as well, because I think the cinnamon sweet combo with the butternut or pumpkin it's
so delicious.
It's a classic combination.
So let that cook for a couple of minutes, and then you're going to add your butternut and a bit of brown sugar. This is going to offset the sharpness of the tomato.
Okay.
Which we're going to add as well. And we're also going to add some Clover cream. Which is also great for flavour and richness.
Just make it delicious. So we're going to let this guy simmer off, and then we will return to put the finishing touches on our beautiful butternut curry and our homemade rotis, which I'm so excited about. But let's go through a little play-by-play on how we arrive at the beautiful end result that your family is going to love. That's so cool.
Make something a little different for your family tonight, like these delicious, flavorful and filling curried butternut rotis from Clover. Easy to prepare and filled with goodness, this is a dinner that won't disappoint. Add 2 tablespoons of softened Clover Classic fat spread to 250 grams of cake flour. Add a teaspoon of salt and 180 ml of water. Then combine to make a dough and set aside for 15 minutes. In the meantime, melt 1 tablespoon of Clover Classic fat spread in a large pan. Then add 1 chopped onion, 2 cinnamon sticks, 2 bay leaves, 2 tablespoons of garam masala, and 2 crushed garlic cloves. Sauté until fragrant. Then add 1 kilogram of cubed butternut and cook for 5 minutes. Next, add a tin of chopped tomatoes, 1 finely chopped green chili, and about a cup of Clover fresh cream. Once simmering, add a tablespoon of brown sugar, then leave to gently simmer for about 40 minutes. While the curry is cooking, divide the dough into 8 equal-sized balls. Then roll them out into thin circles for the rotis. Fry each roti in a greased frying pan until both sides puff up. Then serve with spoonfuls of butternut curry before rolling them up. Serve warm with loads of fresh coriander. Packed with flavor and warmth, these rotis are easy and cheap to make, so give it a go. You might just be onto a crowd pleaser.
Made with love by Clover.
I mean, just sitting here preparing this meal, I've gotten all nostalgic. We're talking about family and homes and where we want to cook and how we want to live. It's all about building a healthy relationship with food and doing something that's delicious, hearty, nutritious, but also is healthy and lovely. And the keyword here is Clover to 33728. Just SMS that and we'll send you an ingredient. So how do we wrap it all up?
So roti's done.
Looks amazing.
Butternut, you want to let that simmer for about 40 minutes until the butternut is cooked through. And then you're going to wrap it in your roti and enjoy it. And what you can also do, is just to spread some of the Clover Classic onto your roti once it's done to make it even softer.
Yeah, and just give it a bit of a sheen here. And what we did here, Nicole, our kitchen fairy, was absolutely amazing. The most awesome hack is when it's still kind of soft, you take it out of the pan, you put it in a dishcloth and crunch it up in the shape that you want, and you get this beautiful effect. Teresa, you're a genius. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
I am going to go and spread some of the love with my team. I'm a nice guy.
Enjoy.
I'm such a nice guy, man.
Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA, made with love by Clover.